Hi. I've been getting some messages about what the whole numerology and cosmic wisdom is happening above, and how to integrate that and deliver it here on planet Earth through the means of our own understanding on how to relate to each other and how to do the best upgrade and upkeeping the maintenance of our own personal arc line and our own personal aura and electromagnetic field that reverberates with the electromagnetic field of the planet and of other people. So today, yesterday was the 999 portal, which was quite significant for some people. Some people really felt the change or felt a little bit of a mental reflection of past relationships and the attachment to forgiveness and how you navigate through forgiveness. I said forgiveness and how you navigate through forgiveness, and if it's something that you practice. I'll personally share a story. Yesterday we were driving from Kelowna to Summerland. We've been on this cute little road trip with my son and my daughter, and it's been really sweet. It's been hard, but it's been really sweet because we've been able to meet up with friends that we, met once in Bali, and friends who we have in Edmonton, but we haven't seen in Edmonton, but we saw them on this trip, and it's just been really sweet to see kind of what keeps presenting itself. And it's like the universe saying, hey, I'm linking you up to like handle some stuff, which is sweet. So it's been a really nice trip. But when we were driving down this rainy road last night to get to Summerland, I was reflecting on kind of this relationship that I have with a mutual friend, and I've been harvesting a lot of resentment towards this particular person and not being able to forgive an experience that we had together, and my standards of my expectations that I had towards said person, said friend. And as a triple Virgo, and some of you can relate, we have, we set people up, not for failure all the time, but we just set people up for like their best versions of themselves. So we accept like some high quality like results from them. And sometimes we are left unfulfilled, and we are kind of self-sabotaging in that expectation because no one's going to meet up to that, expectation of how they're supposed to show up for you. So, and I'm speaking to myself as I say this. So I was harvesting and harboring this, not malicious, but kind of just resentment towards this person. And then it's been kind of percolating for a while, and this person has no idea that I'm like upset, because as a Virgo, we keep it together. Anyway, I've finally decided, this was while I was pregnant with Soleil, this is how long this thing has been going on in my own body. This is the thing, like I know that, anger is basically, drinking poison and hoping that the other person has an effect, basically. So I finally decided, this is the portal to do it, and just let it go. And I physically felt this lightness lift off of me, and it was almost like it smoothed out this kind of prude expression in my face, and it just smoothed it out, almost like a clear and clean slate. And I was able to almost release her out of my aura, which is interesting because we carry people's energetic auras in our own energetic aura if they've created an imprint that we haven't let go, and it keeps looping in our mental body. So, and as I say this, I'm also going to say this is a very interesting thing that I found that Yogi Bhajan said, that we carry also, as women, we carry the aura of every male that we've slept with. That's it's pretty intense, eh? Like, oof. So hence Kundalini Yoga, we work a lot with clearing of the energetic bodies, clearing and balancing of, you know, the system that harbors, you know, this quite intelligent mechanism that is our human existence. So with that said, I did Subagh Kriya when we got home, or when we got to our, Soleil calls it our new home, so we call it our home. When we got to our new home, temporary home, it just kind of centered everything. And so I think this will be a good Kriya to do for the next 18 days. And the shift will be happening for the next 15 days of this kind of rinsing and clearing and kind of just, what's the word? It's like, you want to make this kind of expression, like where you're just kind of like delivering this practice so that you can really, you know, drop the weight of the karmic pressure, you know, the karmic pressure that we carry. And some of us aren't even aware that we're carrying this karmic heavy weight, and we just kind of carry on, not knowing that it's actually manifesting in our bodies, and we're slouching, and, you know, we have this expression in my face or in our face that I don't love myself, why should you, kind of thing. So it's all being kind of introduced before you even realize that you're introducing that part of yourself, because it's in your aura. And that's how people are either attracted to you or repel from you, because it's, you know, it's the first thing that they meet, whether you realize it or not. And now in this technological age, we have social media, which is an image of you, and then people can actually say, oh, I like this person, or I don't, without even having any context related to that person. But it's like the dating app, right? The swipe left if you're into it, or swipe right if you're into them or not into them. I don't know how it goes, but I've heard about it, and good luck to you guys on the on the cyber dating thing. I'm so happy I missed out on that. Anywho, Subagh Kriya. Subagh Kriya is the one, and I decided that I'm going to do it with you for today, and just kind of, it's one that brings up a lot of things, and there's a specific mantra that people get really repelled by, but that's why you keep doing it, and the mantra is God, G-O-D, you know, and G-O-D in these teachings is really the generating and organizing and either delivering force or destroying force, and that is in relationship to you. Either you're consuming or creating, destroying or delivering, you know, and being aware and in contract with the fact that you are the co-creator of your own life. You know, and I'm not saying this like to sound like a smartass. I'm saying it because it's an experience that I'm having, that, you know, I am not, you know, my self-named person. You know, I ask for support. I pray and I meditate, and I'm like, please show me the way. Let me get past this self-doubt. Let me get past this self-sabotaging, you know, mental loop. And then once I get spit out of that mental loop, it like something just opens up completely, and I'm re-inspired again. I can face motherhood in a different way, and I can forgive myself for being the person that I was yesterday that wasn't going to fulfill the trajectory of the person that I want to be. So, God, relate to it and how you want to relate to it. For me, it's like, where have you been? You know, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? With relationship to humanity, like what's happening on the planet Earth. It's just such a heavy topic, and people bypass it, especially, I mean, this stuff, my husband tells me, it's been happening since the dawn of time. Except now, we have more access to it, more access to the truth, right? Because the media, you know, the news, what's being, you know, bought for and paid for, only gives you a certain amount of information, right? That's digestible and that doesn't freak out, you know, society. And so now that we have the ability to share through our own means where we're from and how we're experiencing life and what's in front of us, like this, you know, the whole way that you know, the Justice Department, right? It's supposed to be serve and protect, and it's not doing their duty in that way. And maybe, and it's not all of them, but it is something that's being presented again and again, and it's kind of tough. So I'm going to stop talking because we have 10 minutes to share. But the Subagh Kriya, it's a very simple meditation that it will weigh on you heavily. But it's let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. It's a 6-part Kriya. So the first part is HUD, and you hit the Mercury mounds and you hit the Jupiter mounds, okay? And you hit them with every HUD. Make sure that the right is underneath the left thumb, because that's going to determine how much we make in terms of, you know, generating whatever that we want to generate. And the next one, or the one that follows that one, is same mantra, HUD, but this time you have the fingers spread and they're right above. The arms go about 60, and you just right in front, and you crisscross the arms, and you're still listening to the mantra, HUD, but within your inner mind's voice, okay? And then the next part, this is the part where it gets pretty intense for some. Well, not really pretty intense, but people tend to either cry it out or check it. So you decide. You're going to take your thumb, you're going to take the self-relating you, the ego, the part of you that feels righteous in every way, and you're going to press it into the bottom of your pinky mount, and then you're going to wrap the rest of the fingers over top, and it's backward strokes of circles. And then you're God, 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 God. So this one goes for 3 minutes, the one before that goes for 3 minutes, and the one at the beginning goes for 3 minutes. And then, that's the same mantra, HUD, and then it goes into God, God, God. And then, the next part is you're going to bring the right hand in front of your navel point, and then the left one outside. And it's you're cutting the cords of anybody that you've energetically plugged into that's stuck in your auric field, and you're just clearing out the navel point. So I want you to think about the umbilical cord, like what is it feeding onto, like what placenta, energetic placenta, is it attached to? And then you just cut that shit out. You cut that energetic drainingness out. And the mantra is Had Hare Hari Wahe Guru. Had Hare Hari Wahe Guru. And you just cut it out. Cut it, clear it out, okay? And then the one that's kind of a bit of a long one, or a bit of a difficult one, depending on your own breath and pranic strength, is this next one, which is the right hand over top of the left, and it's just 1 full minute breath, if you can handle it. So the inhale is about, give or take, 10 to 20 seconds. The hold is about 10 to 20 seconds. The exhale is about 10 to 20 seconds. So it'll complete 1 minute breath, okay? So think of it as Samavritti breath, just one whole breath. And then once that is complete, just lay down on your back, have a nice little shavasana. If you have a gong sound current, play that, and let it just wash over you, let the sound just wash over you, and see how you feel. Do it for the next 18 days, and let me know how it goes. I'm going to do mine now. So I was going to do it together, but I only got 13 minutes to share, or 15 minutes to share this on the IGTV. So enjoy. I'll do probably like a fast version of it and share it on my story. Okay. Sat Nam. Hope to hear how your experience goes soon. Ciao.